In the last 6 years, I have spent way over 6 crore rupees on testing various kind of landing pages just to find out one shocking thing, that this ugly and simple page actually outperformed all the beautiful templates and professional designs. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how exactly I created this page that allowed me to generate multiple $1 million in sales for my business. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, before I show you what made this landing page successful, the first thing that you must understand is why exactly should you develop a landing page in the first place? Well, a big mistake that a lot of people do is they would go about developing these beautiful websites and whatnot, but they would have no proper way in order to gather information of their potential prospects. And as a result of that, these businesses struggle to actually scale up their marketing, and that's why I rely on a lot of hope based approaches like referrals and whatnot. So the first thing that you must understand is that by building a landing page, what you would be essentially able to do is develop a mechanism where you will be able to provide value to your prospects even before you sell them something, which will allow you to build some sort of trust with them. Now imagine this. Let's suppose that you want to buy a car, right? And you go to, let's say, Mercedes website. It's not like Mercedes has this option add to cart and you click on it and suddenly there's a big car added to your cart and suddenly you just pay money and the car is delivered. Well, maybe that does happen, but for most people, what they like to do is they like to actually go through a proper funnel or a process where they would like to gain some value in the form of maybe a brochure, it could be a video from Mercedes, it could be a live in-person test drive of the car, or various other things which would make somebody trust the organization even more before they pay a hefty amount. Now, by having a landing page, what you would be essentially able to do is capture the information of an individual, which could be in the form of their name, email address, phone number, or whatever, give them some value for absolutely free, and then potentially position your product or services in front of them, which would actually allow you to have a lot more conversions rather than just like having a website and just having a product and just wishing that somebody actually ends up buying something. All right, that usually doesn't work. The second benefit of actually having a landing page is that you get the opportunity to follow up with your leads even after they have opted in. Now imagine this, right? Let's suppose 1,000 people visit your website every single month, right? So according to industry standards, what we have noticed is that most websites experience a conversion rate between 1 to 10%. This means if your website is getting 1,000 visitors, only, let's say, 1 to 10% of the individuals would buy in the first place whatever that you're selling to them. Now the question is, Rohan, if I have 1,000 people visiting my website and only 10 to 100 people buy, then what would happen with the remaining 990 to 900 people? Well, this is why landing pages are super effective, because it allows you to capture the name, email information, and maybe even the phone number of your ideal prospect and keep selling them in the future by following up with them with the help of repeated email marketing campaigns. You could actually take that database and start sending WhatsApp marketing campaigns, and you can also take that information and upload it to various websites like Facebook, Google, or even YouTube, where you have the opportunity to actually retarget these individuals by showing them advertisement regarding various kind of products that you might have on your website or the one that they were checking out earlier. Which brings me to the third advantage of having such landing pages, which is you have the opportunity to even cross-sell or upsell these individuals in the future. Let's say that somebody visits your website and you're selling, let's say, an iPhone. Okay, not everybody, let's say, who got interested in buying an iPhone would buy it immediately, right? Maybe they are like, Rohan, I don't know, I just don't have the need for it right now, maybe I'll just like wait for the next version to launch. Well, for a lot of people, they would consider this as a dead lead. But if you have a landing page installed, in future you can also show them ads or marketing campaigns regarding installing maybe a charger that they can use for their existing phone, right? Or maybe they could buy some other opportunity like an iPad or an Apple Pencil or maybe a MacBook, which may suit other requirements that they might be having at that given point of time. Now, the final advantage of actually having a landing page is that your brand credibility increases because you can include a lot of social proof on your landing pages. This means they could be testimonials of your past clients, it could be reviews you got on any kind of website like Trustpilot and whatnot. This will allow you to build credibility, and as a result, more people would be interested in actually purchasing from you and being a long-term loyal customer. Now, at this point of time, you might be thinking, Rohan, all that sounds good, but how to actually go about designing an amazing landing page that gets massive conversion? So let me break down the exact process that I've been using since I actually got started. So as you can see, this is the entire diagram. Now, the first thing that you must understand is that I'm sending a lot of traffic to my landing page. Without traffic, honestly, you would be just relying on hope, as I mentioned earlier. And no matter how effectively you follow this video, this actually won't help you because you need eyeballs visiting your landing page as well. So more about that later on, but if you're interested in learning how to actually generate traffic for your business, please let me know in the comments below and I would be super happy to actually make videos regarding the same. But just to give you a 10,000 foot overview, what you can actually see is, for me personally, I like to actually run Facebook ads and Meta ads because they have been working super great for us. YouTube ads, probably like the one that you actually saw right before this video or maybe afterwards. That is also an effective way to get a lot of eyeballs to your landing pages. You can also create amazing YouTube videos. For example, how I'm recording right now. I'm technically sharing value with you, and you all can also check out in my description a landing page which is attached, which I have been using since a very long time in order to capture details of individuals who are interested in actually working with me further and expanding their business to the next level. And then finally, you can also see that I have email lists. This means I have a lot of people who have subscribed to my email list, lakhs of people who I can actually send one email and send a lot of people to this particular landing page back again. And then comes this particular page that you can see in front of your screen. This is the main thing. This is the main landing page which I've been using since like pretty much 5 years, as I said, right? And over here, you will see that there's a button which says watch now for free. And then over here, there's an option where people can enter their name, email address, and whatnot. So you can see the live demonstration of this particular page over here. It's pretty simple. It's not very elaborative. And then if you click on it, you can just enter your name and email address and boom, you're ready to go. Now, one important thing that you need to think about when crafting some sort of landing page is what exactly should I provide to my customers so that they are interested in actually giving me their information and, allowing me the opportunity to market them right now or in the future. So the simple solution that I could give to you is think of something that once your prospect actually consumes, they would be so delighted that they'd be like, wow, if this person is giving all this information for free, imagine how good their paid content would be. Isn't that amazing? Right? So the way I want you to think of is, think of something that your competitor is charging money for and see how you can actually provide that information to your customers for absolutely no cost. So in my case, what I'm doing is I'm using something called as a video sales letter. Now, this particular video sales letter is a 30 to 40 minute video which is running on automation that is giving value to my customers, explaining how exactly they can grow their business and get high ticket clients. Now, a lot of information shared in this particular video is something that people charge a lot of money for, and kind of like what you can also see from the video that I'm recording right now. This kind of information people, rarely reveal because they are afraid that other people will copy their business. And that's why they charge a lot of money for it. But here, if I can actually show you how to create a landing page, and you can even get a 10% increase in your landing page because of this value, hopefully you would be interested in working with me in the future. So that being said, think of something that you can offer to your customers, which would be considered as value. Again, if you don't have the time to record a video like such, that's completely fine. What you can do is you can literally go to ChatGPT and you can ask for different kind of lead magnets. So let's actually go and try that right now. Tell me 5 different types of lead magnets. So instead of using ChatGPT, what I've decided to do is I've decided to use Claude because I just think that it's much better. So as you can see, it's giving me ideas that I could use like free mini courses, right? So instead, if you don't want to record one whole video, you can actually record like 5 videos or something like that. It could be resources, tools, or maybe like a toolkit. So think about this. Let's suppose you're a fitness coach. What if you can offer like a diet plan or something like that that individuals can follow in order to lose weight for the next 7 days or something? That'll be of something of value, which a lot of people charge a lot of money for. Maybe a quiz that people can take in order to understand what challenges they are facing in their business. It could be an industry report, research study that, hey, after studying 75,000 people, I've realized that this is the number one cause for anxiety, right? Or quick start or cheat sheet to get started with stock market trading in the next 7 days, or cheat sheet to actually optimize for SEO, right? So here are the 10 different things that you can change on your website in order to get a lot more traffic from SEO and rank on the first page. And a lot of these steps can actually be of a lot of value. Now, here's a quick note to everyone watching this. When I got started, I made my lead magnet unscalable. And by that, what I mean is I wanted to get more conversions and I did not have a lot of money when I was getting started. So I did things which were not scalable. A lot of people make the mistake, Rohan, oh, you made a video sales letter. Right now, you've been running it for 6 years. So I should also probably do that. Well, you could, and this is what I teach to my clients as well. But if you do not have that much experience, it's okay, because don't think about what I would be able to do and how would I scale once I have 1,000 people and whatnot. Think about how you can get your first initial client, especially if you're getting started. So in that case, what I used to do back in the day is just like how you saw over here that there's an SEO optimization checklist or whatnot. I used to record personalized Loom videos for individuals, telling them these are the mistakes you are making with your advertisement, these are the mistakes you are making with your website, and this is what you can do to actually fix it. And this allowed me to get a lot more conversions. And once I actually mastered that, then I was able to actually create more scalable lead magnets and attract more traffic to my landing pages, kind of like how you see over here. So case in point being that once somebody has entered their name and email address and phone number, they get the opportunity to see this 30 to 40-minute video from me, where I explain different kind of concepts to grow their business. Then they have the opportunity to talk to me by booking a call. There's a one-to-one consultation call, and then essentially, if they are a good fit, we make them an offer, and then they become the client. And not too long ago, what I even decided to do is even make my page a lot more uglier and simpler. I decided, hey, let's remove this image, let's remove this, social proof, and let's see how many conversions do I get. And you'd be surprised to know that this page is even outperforming this one. And don't worry, now let's get into why exactly this page is working, why exactly these 2 pages are actually crushing it for me and helping me make millions of dollars. Okay, so step number 1 to create a landing page like this would be to call out your niche. Okay, now this is an optional technique, but it is super effective, and trust me, since the time I've applied this, our lead quality has been through the roof. Okay, so the benefit of this is that you get higher quality leads, and the downsides are that the lead is more expensive. But who cares if that lead ends up paying you a lot more money in the future, because I'd be happy paying a lot more money for expensive leads as long as they are quality. Okay, so what I can show you is on my website, it is pretty clear that as soon as you go to my landing page, it is only for coaches, freelancers, and agencies. Okay, so I'm calling out my audience. I didn't used to do it earlier, like I technically did, which I'll explain in a bit, on my previous landing page. But this new one that I actually made, I actually started calling out my audience, and this has been super effective and allowing me to get better quality leads. Okay, Another example that I can show you is one of my clients who says anxiety solution especially designed for corporate lifestyle. This means he is calling out his ideal audience in advance by saying that, look, if you are a corporate professional and you want to actually get a solution for the same where you're suffering from anxiety, blah blah blah, then continue to go through this page. So this is very important. Make sure that you're calling out your audience as soon as you are starting out your landing page. Now, step number 2, let's talk about making sure that your above the fold is optimized. So as you can see on my particular landing page, this area, right, that you are able to see is the above the fold concept, okay, or the above the fold content. Now, a big mistake that a lot of individuals make when they are trying to optimize their landing pages and sort of create that above the fold content, sorry, I'm messing that up for some reason, is that they end up having some sort of image or some non-contextual text which doesn't even make sense, which turns off a lot of people. Now let me show you an example of this. As you can see, this is a bad example of above the fold landing page. Now, why exactly is this a bad example? Because as soon as I load this page, the first thing that it says is it's a 2-day foundation workshop, advanced mindset mastery. Now, there are two problems with it. Firstly, I'm not able to understand what exactly am I going to get from this landing page if I'm able to provide my information, and it's not even giving me a clear-cut indication that I need to actually give a lot of information or actually give my information to access this particular content or whatever it is over here. And when I scroll down, that is when I realized that, oh, this is a workshop about NLP, which is so confusing because most individuals, when they would land on your website, they would spend less than 1 second, right, just seeing the above the fold content. And within that 1 second, they would make the decision, should I stay on this website and pay more attention, or should I actually just exit? And trust me, the attention span is super low in today's time. People are getting distracted by that new cat video or that meme that their friends send them every now and then. Therefore, you need to be able to capture their attention as soon as possible. And if you're going to show them content like this, trust me, it's going to appear very bad and they would exit, and as a result, your landing pages won't convert. And imagine this particular page on a mobile as well. Like, it is taking too much space, and of course there is no clear-cut offer or call to action. Now let me actually show you the above the fold content for this particular page of mine that I had been running for a very long time. It's been super successful and I'm super proud of it. Now, why exactly did this above the fold content work? Let's break down the headline first. It says India's most honest webinar. Okay, now my niche or the audience that I'm trying to attract with this particular landing page is a very sophisticated audience that has already been bombarded with thousands of ads of people showing Ferraris and whatnot and telling them how to get rich. Okay, and it is a very competitive market. So I had to use a concept which has been used by a lot of leaders in the past and a lot of successful people to create mass movements. In fact, even in today's time, if you notice any kind of politician standing up for any kind of election, they also use this concept. Now, what exactly is this concept? It is called as polarization. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, you simply take a concept, an ideology, a group, or an individual, right? You look at what are the core concepts that they are preaching and then just do the opposite of it. So what do I mean by that? In my example, in my industry, everybody was, at least the gurus back in the days who were claiming a lot of things, were being very dishonest to their customers by showing them that, look, you come watch my webinar or whatever and you will also be able to get this Ferrari, or even though they did not directly say it kind of appeared the same. And as a result of that, the market had become jaded with a lot of these gurus coming out of nowhere, preaching a lot of these things and then not being able to deliver them results. As a result, my market started calling these people dishonest. Okay, So they were scared. In order to be different, I had to apply polarization and do the opposite of what they were already tired of seeing. This means they were tired of seeing dishonesty. So what do I need to do? Just be honest, right? And as a result of that, this is why the polarizing title, India's Most Honest Webinar, actually appears over here. And then as soon as my audience is hooked, they're like, oh, India's Most Honest Webinar, I'm tired of seeing all these dishonest webinars. Then what is it about? How to get high quality clients digitally. Very straightforward. Okay, so no fluff, no mess, and there is no like this massive page taking over like so much space and having no idea regarding what's going to happen, right? It is clear cut messaging. Another example that I can show you is of my above the fold content of my another amazing converting landing page, which says how I enroll 50 high ticket clients every month and how you can copy your marketing funnel to get higher quality leads or you don't pay. And in this particular example, what I have done is, rather than using polarization, which is what I taught you earlier, I have decided to create an irresistible offer for my market because my market became even more competitive. So this time what I had to do is I had to come up with something which a lot of people, less people, unless they have like systems like us, which I barely know about anyone, at least in India, when it comes to high ticket consulting. What I was able to actually get belief in is that, let me create an offer that as soon as my market reads it, they are like, Rohan, I gotta enter my name and email address because I'm done with everything. I just need like a straightforward way. Everybody's been claiming all these things, but if you are willing to actually, a lot of people are saying like, hey, give me money, but you are here willing to actually put your skin in the game and say that, hey, you can actually help us get higher quality leads, and if you are not able to, right, then we don't have to pay you, which is amazing, right? So if you can create an irresistible offer as well, then this would also allow you to succeed. Now, the other thing that you would notice is that I've also written without doing webinars, bidding, cold emailing, replying to hundreds of comments, or sliding into DMs. Now, why exactly have I used this? Because I want to show to my market that you can not only get this the higher quality leads, this result, have an irresistible offer, and you don't even need to do all these things in order to get this particular outcome, which is higher quality leads, right? And enter your information below and I will actually send you a one pager on how this offer works. Very, very clean and simple. So if you optimize your above the fold content to the best of your abilities and spend maximum of your time over here, trust me, you're going to have so much of an amazing time. Some more examples of above the fold content that you can actually see would be, as you can see, one of my clients is saying exclusively for parents who want their children to excel in academics. Grab the case study of winning children and transform your child into self-disciplined, focused, and quick learner with the exclusive proven Chit Yoga secret. Very interesting. 328 teens already experience success in their academics. Okay, so clean headline, right? You can see it's an amazing offer, it's a new opportunity, and you just want to enter your name and email address and just like see what it is. Another one you can see is how to spend only 4 days a month to execute winning trades using a personalized and proven system for experienced and aspiring traders with minimum capital of 2 to 10 lakhs. Okay, so it's calling out its audience, which is the concept I taught you in step number 1. And step number 2, it has a clear headline for above the fold content. And it also says, without relying on Telegram groups, random tips, or spending hours in front of the screen. Okay, very amazing offer and you definitely would want to see. Another one that you can see over here is founder of India's biggest PCOS reversal company revealed it's the most advanced PCOS solution that gets results in just 6 weeks. Steal all his topmost secrets to reverse PCOS without going to a doctor or taking medicines that help you regularize your periods, lose weight, and achieve flawless skin in less than 2 months. Okay, So, pretty amazing offer. And then finally, another example that I want to show you. Founder of India's biggest anxiety wellness company reveals the most advanced solution to get out of anxiety permanently in just 28 days guaranteed. Now, some people over here are using the concept which I showed you over here, which is having an irresistible offer. Now, if you believe truly in your service and you have the guts to make such an offer, do it, right? If you cannot, right, back when I was getting started, I did not have such an amazing offer. I mean, it was pretty good. We produced countless amount of case studies, but of course, as you grow your company, it keeps becoming better and better, right? It's like iPhone 3 is nowhere compared to iPhone 16 today or 17, right? Whatever, at the time you're watching this, right? And it will keep improving. So therefore, when I got started, it was a very simple headline, like how to get high quality clients digitally, right? Nothing fancy. But now I improved and I was able to actually make such an offer. And similarly for my clients, right, you will see a mixture of some people using this Grand Slam offer and some people just keeping it simple with a polarizing headline and then just showing them how to actually get high quality clients. And some people are actually using a combination of both of them, and those people are crushing it. Okay. So this is why focusing on above the fold content is really important, and this is what will actually get you amazing results. Okay, another example of this is what the above the fold content is in this particular landing page. Okay, now there are some marketing messages which I've already showed you over here, right? I want to actually give you a formula when it comes to creating a message like this, right? So you can do something like, for niche, right? Niche could be whatever industry or target audience you're going after, struggling with dash problem, whatever problem that they might be suffering with. Learn how to achieve outcome, whatever desire that they are looking for, and usually an outcome would be they want more business, right? They want better health, right? Better relationships. Just remember, if you are not able to actually give an outcome to your customers, which is either solving their money problems, time problems, or their relationship problems, or their health problems, or their status problems, right, then your offer just won't work and your landing page won't work. This is why experts here at Uability spend a lot of time actually crafting all these messages for our clients by studying their database. And then the other thing is, you can say using new opportunity, which is like something new fancy. Okay, now back in the days, if you have to take an example of fitness, right, some people used to say that, hey, you should do low fat diets, right? Then some people started saying that you should do low carb diets, and some people started saying you should do keto diets, you should start doing intermittent fasting. Now every year some new opportunity comes into the market, and similarly, if you can also show some sort of new opportunity to your customers, they'll be actually more interested in buying. For example, Ninad in this case is saying that using his proven Chit Yoga secret, right? Do you even know what Chit Yoga is? Right? Probably not, because it sounds like a new opportunity, right? And that's why most people would be super interested in actually going for this. And then make sure to specify a time frame, right? That you will actually get this outcome using this new opportunity within this much time, without the old opportunity, right? Without like whatever boring old stuff that they are doing, which is causing them time and pain. For example, in my case, I'm saying without doing webinar, bidding, cold emailing, replying to hundreds of comments, or sliding into DMs, right? You can also think of that. And if it doesn't work, guarantee you don't pay or whatever. I'll work with you for free, or I will, help you get, pay for your ads or whatever, right? So these are amazing things that you can think of. So just to repeat, for niche, struggling with problem, learn how to achieve outcome using the new opportunity in a time frame without the old opportunity, or you don't pay, or whatever guarantee you want to offer. Okay, if you can actually picture this marketing message, you would be able to create amazing above the fold content. It doesn't need to consist of all these variables, but the more you can actually include, the better your landing page above the fold content would be. And honestly, this is what I've observed. Now that being said, let's talk about the next element of our landing page, which is what you would see on the left side, which is this image. Okay, now as I told you earlier that I am providing people with a video sales letter, which is basically a video. Okay, Now you would see that I've made it look like a YouTube video, right? Because again, as I said, in my industry, people are tired of seeing webinars, right? They want something different. And what is like different? A YouTube video, because everybody can watch it. So if you click on it, you would be surprised to see that the pop-up appears. So this appears like a video, but this is like pretty tricky, because over here, when you click on it, this pop-up appears, and then you can enter your name and email address and whatnot. Okay, so even though this is the video, people have to enter their information to actually see it, and a lot of people will naturally click on this button over here because they would think, oh, this is the play button like on YouTube. Okay, so I want to see it further. Okay, so make sure to do something like this. And if you are not offering a video sales letter, maybe you can create like a PDF, right, and make it very like amazing, and then create like a lock behind it, and then give people the option when they click it, then that opens, right, like a pop-up opens, and then they have to enter their name and email information. Okay, if you don't want to do this and it's too complicated, you can even just like get away with just like this, right, like a simpler landing page like how I showed you, right? Or you can use like what Ninad is using over here. As you can see, this image is it's pretty much the same concept. It's just that rather than placing it on the left, he's placed it at the bottom. Pranav over here actually has this image of him speaking, which gives him credibility, although I would recommend him adding like a play button over here. Chetan also did something similar, as you can see, and quite similar that you can see over here as well. Now, right side, what I would recommend is for the opening hook, maybe come up with something like this. As you can see, in my particular case, I've written a short and to the point webinar on how to grow any coaching, consulting, or service business fast. Okay, so I've basically expanded upon whatever my initial offer was, and again refer back to the marketing message that we created. And the reason I'm doing this is because, unlike this page, I'm not calling out my exact audience on top. So I'm just clearly saying that, hey, how to grow any coaching, consulting, or service business. If somebody doesn't have this business, hopefully they would not watch this, right? So yeah, that's what I've written. And similarly, you can also do something like this. And then what I've done is I have written 4 amazing bullet points which are crisp. Okay, it says, while charging what you're truly worth, by differentiating yourself from the competition without cold calling, blogging, or complex funnels, so that you can grow to 1 CR. Okay, now you can think of 4 bullet points for yourself, and the formula that I would like to give you for this is while, so that you can achieve a outcome, by, in my case, it's differentiating yourself from the competition. So by doing this new opportunity, okay, like how we talked about earlier, by doing keto diet, or by eating pizza all day and still with the help of intermittent fasting losing weight, without the old opportunity that they are following. Maybe they are going to the gym 3 times a day and it's not even needed, it's like overkill, without them doing cardio all the time, without them like just eating broccoli all day and giving up on their favorite food, whatever old things that they are following, so that you can achieve the outcome that you truly desire, which is, in my case, people are aiming for money, and in your case it could be better health, better relationships, and whatever. Okay, and then below that there's this button which is watch now for free, and then there is like this Trustpilot social proof that I've actually added. Okay, I did try to add like a lot of images of our clients as well on this landing page, but it was making it too complicated, and then Facebook was just banning it again and again, so I just stopped using the same. Okay, and then once you click on this particular button, this pop-up will appear, and then of course you can enter your name and email information. Okay, now over here you will see that Ninad actually went a little extra, right, and he added like who exactly this is for, and of course just 3 bullet points, and then pretty much the same format where he has some reviews as well. Again, this one is a little bit more advanced to create, but that's why I'm telling everyone to follow what I've been doing and just like keep it simple. Pranav kept it simple, right? He has written 3 bullet points as well that if you want you can read by pausing this video. And then Chetan has done something really awesome. He has also written that a free bonus worth of 15,000 that they will be able to actually get right? Something that was used by Miss World. And all these other things they would also be able to get if they enter their name and email address over here as well. And then for Hemant, he did not actually enter much information, and he just decided to keep it simple. So, a last thing that I want to talk about is the footer section. Okay, now if you're trying to run ads, I would highly recommend just enter your company name, copyright, privacy page, and terms page, and of course just add this site is not part of Facebook or whatever, so that I don't know, for some reason this is pretty important. Otherwise, Facebook tends to flag all these pages, and this is just a useful practice that has been going on for quite some time. Okay. Now, in this case as well, we do have the same terms in all those pages, and over here as well, we have like similar terms pages and registered address and whatnot. Okay. So that was the video on how do you go about creating an amazing landing page. So the moral of this entire lesson is that you do not need complicated, beautiful designs. You do not need to hire professionals. All you need is a simple landing page just like this, and this will allow you to actually make a lot of money. Right now, if you're interested in actually learning about other topics like how exactly am I driving traffic to this particular landing page, or how do you go about creating different kind of lead magnets to add to your landing page, make sure to let me know in the comments below. It will really help me understand what exactly you're looking for, and make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, so that you can stay tuned whenever I release another video. Rohan Dhawan here. Hope you have an epic day, night, morning, or whenever you're watching this video. All right, see you. Peace out.